For this we have Jesus. It's a prayer guide that I put together for parents who know that they're not enough. Sandy and I have discovered something about parenting that no one warns you about, at least clearly enough. The problems your children face don't stay simple. They compound, they multiply, they become in time almost infinitely complex, and you are not infinite. You are very, very finite. You run out of answers. You run out of energy. Sometimes you run out of words entirely. My Uncle Tommy had a saying for moments like that. Whenever life presented something too large for human hands to handle, he would lean back and say quietly with complete conviction, "For this we have Jesus." I have never found a better theology than that. If there was ever an endeavor that required prayer, it's surely parenting. And if you have ever stood in the middle of your own living room looking at life, the life of someone you love more than your own body, feeling that desperate, hollow, not enough feeling, welcome to my club. The membership is large, the dues are humility, and the only way through it is on your knees. Here's my life. I didn't have a role model in my home to teach me how to be a husband or a father, so I find myself coming up short in both again and again. But I've learned that an honest prayer beats a confident mistake every time. I want to be honest with you the way I wish someone had been honest with me. I did not grow up with a man in my home who showed me what a husband looked like or what a father did when things got hard. I've been learning on the job, and the job is harder than I ever imagined. I come up short, not sometimes, regularly. The grace of God is not a decoration in my house, it's load-bearing. What I've found slowly and perfectly is that prayer changes things. Not always the circumstances, but always me. It changes what I see when I look at my children. It changes how long I can hold on. It changes the atmosphere of a home in ways I can't fully explain, but I've absolutely witnessed. Romeo Mardian's book, The Power of a Praying Parent, gave me language and structure for something I desperately needed to do, that I didn't know how to do. Her central teaching is simple and liberating. You are not meant to fix your children. You're meant to bring them to God. Prayer is not your last resort after everything else fails. It's your first and most powerful act as a parent. A spiritual hedge built around a life that you love but cannot fully protect. So the prayer guide that you're going to click on at the bottom, I built a prayer guide based on Omardian's framework, one for every stage of a child's life from the first year through adulthood. My personal version has prayers written out for each of my own children and runs 15 pages. That one stays private. This version, the one I'm sharing here, is a quick start guide any parent can use. It gives you specific scripture-rooted prayers for each stage of childhood and adolescence, drawn from the same principles that shape my own journal. Use it as a starting point. Adapt it, make it your own, build something that fits your family. One last thing before we go. There is a principle in Scripture about prayer of agreement, that when two or more come together and ask, something shifts. I believe that, so here is my offer, and I mean it with everything I have. Will you agree with me in prayer for my children? I will agree with you in prayer for yours. Leave a comment below. Tell me your child's name or just their age, or the word teenager, if that says enough. I don't have to explain. You don't have to explain. I will pray. And if you want to pray for the Kissinger crew, for all the big personalities and hard seasons happening under our roof, I'll be genuinely grateful. We are not enough, but He is. And for this we have Jesus. Again, I say unto you that if two or three are gathered together in my name, shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. With you in the middle of it, Gene Kissinger and Sandy Kissinger.